What's up everybody, Will Mosby here, back with yet another DIY video. And I got really sick and tired of pulling out my sawhorses and a platform for it so I could just pull out my table saw and use it outside. So what I decided to build was this table saw cart. Let's check it out. So I made this mobile work table or cart, whatever you want to call it, for this Dewalt 7485 table saw. This is a great table saw. I've had it for a very long time. You've probably seen it in other videos, but I love this table saw. But I was getting very tired of just bringing it out, putting it on sawhorses, and then, you know, when you're done, putting it back away, or if it's on the ground, it was just in the way. So I didn't have a really good solution. So I decided to build a very small footprint cart. This cart is 36 inches long and 30.5 inches wide. This is phase one. I can, in the future, decide to add some extensions, some wings on the side so I can cut some wider boards, and an extension here on the end so I've got a little bit longer outfeed. But this is phase one. I'm going to show you step by step how to build this. I've got it at my height that I kind of like it, which is about hip level. So with the casters on here, it's at about 38.5 inches. But I designed it all in SketchUp. I didn't know really how it was going to work out. So let's jump inside SketchUp, take a look at the plan, and then we'll get into the build. Let's go. So here we are inside SketchUp, and this is the exact build that I made minus a couple of things. I don't have casters on the bottom, and I didn't cut out this little groove right here, but this is the exact length of all the pieces that are needed to build this for the Dewalt 7485. You might have to adjust yours for your table saw, but the most important width and height are these measurements right here. Let's just pick on this guy. The actual height of this Dewalt table saw, I think it's 605 millimeters by 605 millimeters by 305 millimeters height, which works out to, I believe, right at 13 inches. Straight off of their website. So the base here, from base to top of this board or top of this board, is exactly 13 inches. That's important because whenever you run any kind of board across through the table saw, you don't want it hanging up on any of these guys or having any bumps or humps to have to deal with. Pay close attention to this base to top of the table saw height right there. You might have to adjust this a little bit based off of your table saw. Here, I already said that the length of this is 36 inches. The width, the overall width, is 30 inches and 9/16 of an inch, just a little more than 30.5. Height-wise, here's our overall height to here. You can just add 3/4 of an inch because of that piece right there, but that piece that runs from bottom to top is 2 feet 10 inches. But this is the overall build. Worked out great. So let's not spend a whole lot of time here inside of SketchUp. Let's go ahead and get right into the build now. All right, so now that you've seen the build inside SketchUp, I went ahead and printed it up so I can just hand write out my cut list. And so that's exactly what this is. This is all 27 boards that you're going to need for the build, excluding the tops. So now, instead of showing you how to cut all of these and taking all that time, no need to do that. Let's just get into the build. Let's go. First thing we're going to be working on is the left side of the cart. And so this is the vertical piece is a 2 foot 10 inch piece, and the bottom piece is a 2 foot 5 inch piece that I've already got the pocket holes, you know, cut in that you can see there. Definitely recommend using a clamp to hold things tight and together as you get it in 90 degrees, and then screw it together. Next, I'm going to attach the 3 foot bottom piece. This goes on the inside, and you can see how I've positioned it. I'm covering up the pocket holes so you don't see them. Also, for the entire build, I am using 2.5 inch deck screws with the T20 star drive. For the pocket holes, I'm using Craig's 2.5 inch pocket hole screws. Now I'm connecting the 14 inch spacer blocks. This will get our table saw deck height at the right height. Next is another 36 inch cross piece that sits on top of the 14 inch spacer blocks. Now we need 2 more spacer blocks on top of that 36 inch piece, and these happen to be 9.5 inches. So let's just talk about this piece right here. This is the top. And so I had pocket holes, screwed it in, gave it stability, but now I took the screws out. It's loose. But what I'm going to have to do later is I'm going to have to actually go ahead and put this top piece on connect it to this bottom one, and then I'm going to have to take both of them out, take it over to the saw, and cut out where the guide is for the saw. You'll see, but I'm going to have to like leave this loose for now, but I'm going to get it connected, just these two together, and not onto the frame itself, because I want to be able to take it out and run it through the table saw to cut my piece out. I've got to cut a section out here where the cross, I don't even know what the piece is called, but you'll see it on the saw itself where the guide will slide back and forth in this little space. You'll see. So once you have the 36-inch piece on top of the 2-foot 5-inch piece in the exact position that you want it in, go ahead and connect them together. All right, so when you're done with that, you should have something that looks like that, with a, she's tight, with a loose top. Let's make another one. Okay, second side is done. You should have two that look similar to this. So we got the left and right side. Now we're going to work on the front and back. Let's go. So now we're going to connect the 2-foot 9 16 inch piece to your left and right side. You can see me removing and moving one of the deck screws from the bottom piece because the pocket hole screw came in contact with it. Whoopsie. So now we're going to connect the front and back bottom boards to the right side of the frame. Now we're going to connect one of the 2-foot 9 16 inch cross pieces. Then we're going to flip the frame over and do the same thing on the other side. The bottom shelf is MDF, and I'm cutting out the corners so the stacked 2x4s will fit. Here's an important note. You cannot put in the bottom shelf with the cross pieces in. You have to have those two pieces out so the shelf will have room to slide in and fit. Once that's done, now you can connect the cross pieces. To secure the bottom shelf to the frame, I'm just using 1.5 inch deck screws. Next, go ahead and put your table saw in the exact position it's going to sit in and run the fence guide to the far right and far left so you can see where you need to make a cutout. Here I have my table saw blade set to the exact height of the cutout, and then I just have to make a bunch of passes, scooting over a little more than a blade width after each pass. Then I'm just going to use a chisel to clean up the rest. Now we're just going to repeat all that for the other side. Now we can dry fit the two pieces, get the table saw in place, and run the fence guide back and forth to make sure we are clear. Once that's done, we can secure the two pieces. And then finally the last step is to cut out and secure the top shelf pieces. And then I just went around and lightly sanded all of the sharp edges off. And here's a little test piece running from the top of the table saw onto the outfeed, and it fits perfect. Last thing to do is install the casters. These are 3.5 inch casters from Harbor Freight, and I recommend getting good solid casters that will not warp over the years. And there, my friends, is the final working product. All right, that's it for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. Now you can go out and build your very own table saw cart that works with your table saw. Maybe you have this one. I really enjoyed making this table. It was a lot of fun to make this cart right here, and it's going to serve a very useful purpose here in this very small garage. We'll see you in the next video.